Okay, so this is also interesting. This is what I wanted. Hold on. So this NAS100, which very bullish, way above this moving average. Did expect it to. I didn't know if it would keep going. I didn't want it to, and I didn't really think it would, but I knew it could. If it kept going to these like previous all-time highs at like 16.7. But turns out that the last few days, so I wasn't really watching it, it broke below this area. So it didn't, not only did it not break above this area, so it created a lower high and now a lower low, and it broke this support here. And then you had Friday and even Thursday. Thursday was like a, so Wednesday you had this big bear candle that destroyed the zone. Thursday you have this doji candle through the zone and then rejects. And then Friday you have this big candle that goes through the zone, completely rejects, closes bearish. So these are great signs that this is switching around. So now we really have to adjust our outlook and look for a potential short position. However, again, price is still way above this moving average. People like to throw money at these stock indexes, and I mean these stock indexes will be very overpriced for a very long time. They already have. They could continue. So I don't know if this is necessarily a good short yet, but the price action is saying it might be. So what we gotta do is find our monthly high. So it's about 15.8. Oops. So we'll just mark this. We'll bring this. Move this down. Looking for 15.8. That's pretty close. So then this becomes our new monthly range because we're looking for a bearish short position. So honestly, at this zone, you're probably pretty good if you wanted to take it. I think you're good anytime in this zone as long as you keep your stops above. You got this 4-hour moving average. Price did finally. You can see forever it was above this moving average, right? Way above this moving average. It's finally caught up now. So, and you got this big bearish candle on the 4-hour, bearish engulfing out of this zone. And so I would wait for price to come up here. Keep your stop above these previous wicks here, and then target all the way down to this monthly low. I think that's a very, very good position. It's within the monthly range. It could definitely do that. When these indexes fall, they usually fall pretty quick. So yeah, and I think all the confirmations there, especially on this daily aspect, you can see lower highs, lower lows. You can see rejection into this zone, you know, right here. It was support, came up, boom, broke it, resistance. So it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. I think it could definitely go, you know, back to 14.5. You can see that there's an upper zone here that would probably function as some sort of resistance once price comes down here. But other than that, I don't think there's too much. I mean, some other things to consider would be, yeah, I mean, this was just so bullish, but you can see last week's close was also bearish engulfing. So that tells us a lot. We haven't seen a candle like this since back here. Yeah, so back in like mid-February, we haven't seen a candle like that on the weekly. So that means the trend could be done, which also would mean that all my other stocks that I was looking at are also within reason and everything correlates. So my Microsoft, all those shorts coming in, I mean, makes sense for this as well. So yeah, guys, I think this NAS100 is a good short. I think let it come back up to 13, you know, 13,380, even like 13.4 maybe, or sorry, 15.4. Like as soon as price comes back, because price likes whole numbers, so it might come back up to 15.4, and then let it reject. I'm actually going to set an alert here, right at this zone, because I'm going to jump in on this and short this if price comes up here and it starts rejecting. Yeah, I think you're good to go all the way to 14.5. You know, that's 1,300 points. That's what this usually does. So yeah, everything's within reason. So that is the NAS100. You're looking for a short position once it hits 15.4. Keep your stops above these previous wicks, and if you use a stop, and then yeah, good to go. So that's the NAS100.